My 27 female ex, 26 male, dumped me after 9 years, said I wasn't wife material. Now he's back, wanting to get something off his chest. Should I meet him? Hey Reddit, I need some perspective because I'm spiraling. I'll try to keep this as short as possible, but it's a lot. I'm calling my ex Nate. Yes, like Cassie from Euphoria, minus the friend betraying drama. It's just a name vibe, don't read into it. For 9 years, Nate was my entire world. I lost myself in him. I supported him through everything. His depression, keeping his grades up in college, even working 2 jobs while I was a student myself to cover his bills when his parents disowned him for 3 years over his college, and major choices. When his parents finally came around and started supporting him again, we moved into a new apartment. Nate told me to quit my job. I didn't, because he wanted to take care of me. For 16 months, things were amazing. He spoiled me, and I felt so loved. Then he started pulling away, obsessing over his new friends and ignoring me completely. At times. In December, he did a complete 180. He love-bombed me like crazy, planned the most magical Christmas, showered me with attention. I was convinced he was going to propose. On January 2nd, he cooked my favorite dinner and gave this long speech about me being his first love, how I'd been there since high school. I was waiting for the ring, but instead, he dumped me. His speech turned into, "You're a great girlfriend, but that's all you'll ever be. I don't see you as my wife or the mother of my kids. You served your purpose, but I need someone on my level. You're a gold digger." He gave me 30 days to move out. I was speechless. He stared at me for like 20 minutes, waiting for a reaction, then said he'd sleep in the guest room and left. Weirdly, I didn't cry or get mad. I just ordered moving boxes online and went to bed. The next day, I waited for him to leave, then called my boss to beg for a job transfer. Nothing was available, but she said she'd keep me in mind. I reached out to anyone who wasn't also Nate's friend, and my cousin offered her spare room. I packed and moved out in 4 days without seeing or speaking to Nate. I don't think he even noticed I was gone. To protect myself, I blocked him everywhere, changed my number and email, because I knew I'd be weak to a late-night "you up" text. The first night at my cousin's, it all hit me. I cried every night for a month, replaying Nate's words, feeling like I was nothing. My cousin called in my mom, other cousins and friends for an intervention, and honestly, they saved me. I'm still healing, still waiting on that job transfer, to get out of this city for a fresh start. I thought Nate had forgotten me by now, but yesterday, flowers showed up at my job for my birthday, which was Sunday. Apparently, he's been to my parents' house multiple times, dropping off stuff, and fishing for info about me, but they told him to get lost. The flowers came with a card. "Dear Cassie, happy belated birthday. I've been thinking about you nonstop for months, especially about how things ended. I need to get something off my chest that'll haunt me forever if I don't tell you, face to face. I have no way to contact you. Can we meet up soon? Nate." What could he possibly want? Why is he doing this? Everyone in my life says to ignore him, but they hate him, so they're biased. My curiosity is screaming to meet him, but my gut says no. Has anyone been in my shoes? Or in Nate's? What's he trying to pull? Mini update. Nate showed up at my work during lunch today. I told the receptionist to say I was out and got a ride home with a coworker to avoid him. I'm freaked out and don't know what to do. Update. So, we met, but not because I went to him. I told my work's receptionist to keep saying I was out if Nate showed up again. But he started going to all my usual spots. The grocery store I hit every Saturday, the park where I run Sunday mornings. Yesterday, he was waiting at the coffee shop I go to after my run. I tried to leave, but he kept calling my name. I figured a public coffee shop was safer than him following me home, so I sat down and asked what he wanted. He gave a fake apology, full of, "I'm sorry, but," and excuses about his mental health, job, parents, friends, everyone but himself. I remembered advice from here and bluffed, saying, "Cut the crap, I already know everything." He looked shocked, like he thought someone had spilled the beans. Then it came out. For 2 years, he'd been obsessed with a coworker. I've met her. She's gorgeous and kind. He hated me because I was stopping them from being together, since she wouldn't be a side piece. When he dumped me, he confessed his love to her, saying he ended our 9-year relationship for her. She called him trash and threatened to report him to HR if he spoke to her outside work. Then he had the audacity to say he wants me back, promising we'd marry by the end of the year, saying we belong together. I told him no, I'm not anyone's second choice. He threw me away after 9 years, said cruel things, and now expects me to come running back. He begged, faked tears, brought up old memories, even suggested couples counseling as a condition for leaving me alone. I tuned him out, stood at the counter chatting with the baristas, and texted my cousin to come get me. When she arrived, she told him to fuck off and threatened to call her brothers if he followed us. He stayed at the coffee shop, and we left. It's only been a day, but I feel free. I'm changing my routine. No more early morning runs or that coffee shop, RIP their breakfast wraps. I'm praying for that job transfer to get out of this city. Thanks for the advice, Reddit. It helped me stay strong.